Singer-songwriter Michelle Branch is no stranger to the charts, hitting the top 10 twice.
And now she's joined forces with Jessica Harp, her good buddy, and the Wreckers, and the pair is nominated for a Grammy Award for their work.
Yeah, take a listen. Here's the reason why. Leave the Pieces. Hey, joining us live to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Branch and Jessica Harp. The Wreckers. How are you?
Good.
You know, we tried to pump you up, but you've done like 60 of these. There's no pumping you up at this point. Let's be honest.
They need a Starbucks, I think, to get
Good Day Lexington just brought you guys down, I could tell.
You need a Red Bull?
Nice to have you guys with us.
We're not Red Bull girls.
Oh, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. So I know a lot of people have asked you this question, but I would like to know how you got the name The Wreckers.
Michelle's husband actually named us the Home Wreckers, and our moms were not very happy with that, so we had to shorten it to the Wreckers.
In fact, wasn't there like a little situation where you guys had to check because there was another band that had a similar name?
Yeah, there's a punk rock band in Canada that was called the Wreckers, but they gladly sold their name to us.
Yeah,
so
sold being the key word.
Yeah, we couldn't think of any other name, so we're kind of stuck.
Hey, Michelle, I want to ask you some things I know about you are true. Were you indeed born premature?
I was. 7 weeks. I was 3 pounds, 11 ounces.
For that reason, do you try to release your singles early? Since I was born early, I think the rest of my life, everything's always late. I'm always the last one to show up at lobby call. I'm always late, and it's just, I can vouch for that. It annoys everybody.
I bet you didn't know she was named after a Beatles song, Michelle.
Get out,
really?
I was,
and Jessica was named after the Allman Brothers song. So
now, how did you guys get to be friends? How did you meet?
We met as teenagers. We didn't really know any other girls our age trying to get record deals and not really wanting to go to high school and writing songs in math class. So we had a lot in common just as people, but also a lot in common musically and the music we loved and the music that we wrote.
Do you guys kind of have a yin and yang thing, kind of a Lennon and McCartney thing going on? One's a little bit heavier, one's a little bit more pop?
I don't know. I guess that's kind of a huge comparison, but thanks. I think we're both so alike in so many ways, but we do have our differences, and I think that's what makes this project so unique is, you have two different aspects and two different backgrounds and two different influences, so it makes every day pretty exciting.
All right, here's another question. Raise your hand if you've ever opened for the pop trio. I say raise your hand. Let's take a look at them again. If you've ever opened for the pop trio Hanson. Really?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Those guys are talented, but I just wouldn't put you with them.
Why? What do you want?
You know what? It was my first opening slot on a big tour, and I was an unsigned artist. And I was like 15 or 16, and it was right when they were huge. And I remember walking on stage, and it was just a sea of girls, and they were all going to kill me because I was up on stage with them. And it was a fun experience, and I got a record deal that night. So
there you go.
Cool.
You got signed by Madonna's label.
Oh
yeah,
wow!
I was.
Well, good luck on the Grammys, you guys. Terrific
Thank
work,
you
and
so much.
the song's good. Michelle Branch, Jessica Harp of the Wreckers.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, you can watch the 48th Annual Grammy Awards coming up February 8th at 8 o'clock on CBS 13.
Was I a little too Michelle-centric with my questions? Was Jessica getting...
No, not at all.
No,
and then to be fair, Michelle's the one who's got the name. She's had a couple of... in fact, so who was that, by the way?
I thought the phone was ringing. We tried to answer because we always think it's management, but it would sound like a fax coming.
It's like in the middle of dinner. That's just when the calls come. Do you need carpet? Yeah.
I was actually surprised to read that Michelle's musical influences were not that far from yours. Beatles, Led Zeppelin. She's only 23,
and
24.
she plays the drums.
Queen, Aerosmith.
Her dream is to be a drummer in a chick band. So if she weren't married with children, I might take her.
That's also Nick's dream is to be a drummer.
It is.
That's right.
Amazing.
I made the Lennon McCartney comparison only because they're singer-songwriters. That's pretty much where the comparison.
I know what you're talking about. Do you notice some of the people on the crew are like, "Who's Lennon and McCartney?" I don't know.
Didn't we study about them in history?
In our history class.